and therefore the pits, we have the Terrible team from West Yorkshire. Terrible. We hope not. They've got a ton's worth of power here in their flipping head, which could be pretty effective. And apparently you go at 30 miles an hour, which is almost unheard of. Why?
Why? Because we have no gears, no reduction gears. It's just direct drive onto the wheels.
Ah, but probably not a lot of control, therefore, or manoeuvrability. We shall see.
In West Yorkshire, Terrible.
Very quick at 30 miles an hour. 2 spikes in the pneumatic head and tongue make this a terrible sight. The shell's 3mm thick aluminium. The wheels come from the farmyard. Too delicate, or a bull in a china shop.
Hi, my name's John. This is Ben, and this is our robot Terrible. Its main weapon is a lifting head, which incorporates a tongue and 2 spiked horns, which lifts up that high, and we can lift 100 kilos. And we're hoping to do a lot of damage.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Terrible with farmer John Fernley and his nephew Ben from Woodhouse Grove School. That's Cerberus without the head now. Theo at the controls, cousin Vassos on the left, and finally VMAX with big Mick Pearce there on the left-hand side of the controls.
2, 1.
Interesting to see how the substitutes go here. They say they're bigger, better than what we shall see. There's Cerberus, of course, without those gnashing jaws. They say they cut a slash and a dash across the arena floor. Again, we'll wait to see Matilda in the action. That's Terrible. New competitors to Robot Wars, trying to use the 2 spikes there in the head to lift and throw. VMAX backing away now to have a run against Cerberus, and toppling Cerberus, the number 18 seed. Now, can they right themselves, Cerberus? They talk a good battle. Can they get back into this one? Toppled by VMAX and the pneumatic flipper, and they are in major trouble here, Cerberus. They came in too heavy, they had to have the jaws taken away, and I wonder if that threw their game plan completely out of sync. A little nudge from Terrible. Terrible again, a cursory push and a shove. In comes Sergeant Bash with the great jaws. There's Dead Metal with the claws. Meanwhile, Killalot has a little bit of a tickle onto VMAX, but our attention is drawn to the plight of Cerberus, being dragged across the arena floor and about to be bent and buckled by the jaws of Sergeant Bash. Matilda watches on. Killal is there as well. Well, that is a major disappointment for Theo Kukufa, cousin Vassos, who's studying to be a computer programmer, and team member Alex Wink, and they've got in a blink. Cerberus, I'm afraid. The sparks fly, the house robots nearly toy. They have their sport, and it's the end of the competition from Cerberus. In the last series, they got beyond 2 battles, were knocked out by the Thing. But at the moment, they are the plaything of House Robot Sergeant Bash and Dead Metal. Pit, pit, pit is the cry. The other machines, VMAX down there, just staying out of trouble, or are they? Get off that plane, what on earth are you doing? VMAX taking on Terrible for the seeded robot in this heat, in this battle. Out Cerberus, and about to go down from whence it came, the very pit of hell.
The beast that guards the gates of hell rolls over and gets its tummy tickled. Cerberus is eliminated.
Terrible are in the pits. The arena doors have opened. Do you actually want to get through this? Because if you do, you'll have to face Hypnodis.
No, we don't want to get through to fight Hypnodis, really. No, not really.
He's joking. Of course he does. Every robot will want to do that. Still, you've got to get through this round now with Raizer Blade. I can see him. He's looking ferocious.
Yes, yes.
It's going to be carnage.
If Terrible isn't built to win this, what is it built for? Strange weekends at home for the Terrible team? Up against Raizer Blade! And there, Paul Hart, Steve Scotcher and Howard Andrews.
2, 1, activate.
Down the Fernleys and Terrible, up to 30 miles an hour top speed, defeat Raizer Blade. We didn't actually see those top speeds from the bull in the first battle. Up goes the head, up went the tail briefly as well. Lovely looking robot. A lot of tender loving care has gone into the look of Terrible over the arena flame pit. How'd you like your bull? Rare done. Oxtail soup. Terrible spinning around. Well, they lingered too long on the flame pit. I'm not too sure what John Fernley was doing there. He's built a horse box back at home. I think Old Terrible will be going back, though, in the boot of his car, crumpled and in ashes. A great moo went up as the horns were lifted, but Raizer Blade with a broad side can perhaps topple Terrible, coming in again. No, Terrible turns, tries to get the hydraulic lifting head. The whole entire head is pneumatic, by the way. In to flick up Raizer Blade, knock it over. At the moment, they're wary of each other, perhaps, using similar weaponry. It's become a feature of Robot Wars, the pneumatic flipper at the front, and I wonder if Terrible has been immobilised, whether or not the effect of the flame has flickered too long. There is smoke from the rear end of the bull. I'm not too sure if that is from the tail only, or whether Terrible is not so full of terror anymore and is terrified out there. They've certainly been immobilised, haven't they? Dead Metal senses that. They're out of the CPZ. So too, Kilon, it's all over for Terrible. They're off to the old cattle market to fetch what sort of a price, I wonder. Not a lot for Terrible. But it's going to be Raizer Blade going through to meet Hypnodisc. Up comes the head of Terrible. A little defiant flick towards Dead Metal, nothing more than that. And they've hardly struck a bullseye here. Against Raizer Blade, shaving its way out of the grip, first of all, of Shunt, and then Dead Metal there. Poor old Terrible. Against the arena sidewalk, Killalot comes in to cut off a joint or two. And really, it was a bull barbecue that caused all the problems early on, onto the arena floor flipper. So we're going to see Bully flipped up and over any moment now. Get out of the way, Killalot, you're spoiling the fun. What are you doing? You're going to see the bull flipped up and over. Retreating away, Killalot. 1, 2, 3. Come on, flipper. Yes. Oh, there he goes. Well, old John and Ben in that control part, looking down on their creation. Terrible. Sliced. And at the end, it's Raizer Blade going through.
Well, Terrible turned into mincemeat. Raizer Blade through by the skin of their teeth. Well, you kind of got mad cow disease there.
Yeah, caught fire.
It caught fire.
Yeah, he caught fire. Must have burnt the wires out. I wanted him on the flames enough to cook his tail and then get off, but he got stuck.
You were fairly unlucky though, because Raizer Blade was all burnt out down one side.
Yes.
You know, they could only go around in circles, but you were just totally dead.
Yeah. We lifted Dead Metal though. We got Dead Metal up on off of one wheel.
Yeah, it's a small consolation.
It is.
What are your plans now? Are you going to build a bigger robot, a better robot?
Bigger, powerful. Yeah. More power. We'll be back next year.
Well, we'll see you next year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Terrible. Cheers, guys.
Did you throw that pipe?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. We just did exactly what the name says.
Exactly.
Exactly. We got cooked.
You did?
Yeah.
From Ilkley in West Yorkshire, Terrible.
A new machine, spiky. Watch out, Toreadors.
Listen carefully, because this is my joke. Terrible, are you terrified?
Yes.
Haha, wasn't that good? Inshredable is who you're up against. Edgehog is who you're up against. And Tornado you're up against in your first battle.
Yeah.
Any other reaction apart from yes?
No, just bring him on.
Has a lifting head and spiked horns, 12-mile-an-hour top speeds, a high 15-centimetre ground clearance, though, and the bullfighters will have taken notice.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Tornado there on the left, Captain Andrew March, and Edgehog on the right, the Captain Stephen Edgerton. Terrible on the left-hand side here, a captain by John Fernley, and Inshredable on the right, captain by Peter Wilmot. Matilda's in the arena for the house robots with the flywheel, very destructive, and the tusks, and the temper, and there's Dead Metal as well, with that serrated blade.
2, 1, activate.
Watch for Tornado's sheer dogged persistence here. Terrible immediately gets into grips with Edgehog. Classic wedge shape with the axe, Edgehog. That's Inshredable as well. Newcomers, big, bulky, an attack by Edgehog. Got the axe blade down there, the pneumatic weaponry. And at the moment is at the centre of most things, Edgehog. Trying to attack Tornado. Tornado pushing away there though against Inshredable. And now taking on Edgehog. And will spin away very quickly, Tornado. The top speed is only 10 miles an hour, but it's very manoeuvrable in the hands of Andrew Marchant, the driver, the captain of the team. They're pushing against Terrible. Edgehog, meanwhile, getting to grips with Inshredable. The meat in the sandwich. Tornado, you see, just comes in, little bash, then spins away again. Revs up for another attack. Inshredable at the moment is taking some punishment and can't get out of that hole. A little bit of experience missing there in the Inshredable team. They got themselves into a nasty position. Matilda slamming into Edgehog there at the top of your picture. That's the pit release button. Down it goes. You can see Inshredable very close to the edge. Better driving, getting away. The ref bot in there having a glance. That's the Terrible team we're watching. Again, it's a new machine, up to 12 miles an hour. The Tornado boys, very experienced. What's happened there to Edgehog? It's not impaled, but it's sort of grappled onto the arena sidewall. It's caught there, it's snagged. Terrible lifts the bull-like head, tries to get in underneath Inshredable. Matilda in the action as well. If you drive into a CP's head, that's the corner patrol zone in Robot Wars. The house robots can do you. Inshredable over the flame pit. A little bit of a roasting. Steaming, but nothing more. The ref bot going in and having a look at Edgehog still stuck to the arena sidewall. Now Tornado and also Terrible trying to flick Inshredable. The clock is counting down against the Edgehog boys, Stephen Edgerton and Chris Prest. Now Inshredable being lifted up by Terrible. That's the end of Edgehog, they're out. They've got 2 robots survive into round 2 of this heat. Matilda comes revving in. Inshredable, I think your hopes are in tatters because Dead Metal is in there with that venomous blade. And it looked to me as if Inshredable were having problems there in control. We know the Hedgehog boys are out. There is movement from Inshredable, but not much. Look at the Matilda flywheel. Looks to me as if Tornado and Terrible will be the 2 to go through, but Terrible suddenly bit it. What a turn-up that is, because I thought Inshredable were out, but they're just moving at the end, and Terrible have been pitted and beaten. Well, well, well. Tornado, meanwhile, trundled through safely and ominously.
Well, well, Hedgehog gets counted out, Terrible gets pitted, Inshredable and Tornado, they go breezing through.
Terrible, terrified, ha ha. Now, lots of damage sustained there before you finally, the ultimate humiliation, and there you were in the pit. Pitted, the bull pit. I've got nothing better to do than think these things out. There's a little bit of damage for you. What was the big problem, though?
Steering.
Around the other side?
Steering.
Why steering?
More practice.
Who knocked your steering out? Oh, just practice. You see, you should know, look, all up the side. Who's done all this?
That was, I think it was...
You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
It's all a blur.